Morning students, welcome to BRGS online classes. I hope you all are safe and healthy. Kids, today we will be starting with a new lesson. So let's go ahead and see what we will be learning in today's class. In today's class we will learn about Nayakas, Palegaras and the Nada Prabhus. Kids, before getting into the lesson, let me give you an introduction about this lesson. Kids, after the fall of Vijayanagara Empire, Karnataka came under three administrative rules. They were Vijayapura of Bijapur, Keladi and Mysore. After the decline of Vijayapur, Mughals and Marathas ruled many regions of Karnataka. Even with the presence of these rulers, Keladi and Mysore states protected themselves from them and continued the tradition and practices of Vijayanagar Empire. And with this Palipattus grew in Chitradurga, Surapura and Yelahanka regionally. In this lesson, we will learn about Nayakas of Keladi, Chitradurga, Surapura and Nada Prabhus of Yelahanka and their achievements. Let us get started with Nayakas or Palegaras. Kids, under the control of Vijayanagara Empire, there were many small kings. They are called as Nayakas or Palegaras. The places which were ruled by these chiefs are called Palipattus. Among these chiefs, Nayakas of Keladi and Nayakas of Chitradurga are famous. Keladi was founded in 1499 CE during the Vijayanagar period and later became independent. The leaders of Keladi were ruling the coastals and the Malenadu regions of Karnataka. The Keladi provinces was large and prosperous. Keladi consisted of Shimoga, Dakshina Kannada, Udupi, Kasaragod, Kodagu, Hassan, Tumkur, Chitradurga, Dharwad and Uttar Karnataka's area. Hiriya Venkatappa Nayaka was the most popular among the kings of Keladi. In his period, the Keladi kingdom attained complete freedom. He took out military expeditions till river Chandragiri in the coastal region. With the help of Queen Akkamahadevi, he defeated the Portuguese in Mangaluru. He defeated Adil Shahi forces of Vijayapura and established victory pillar in Hengal. He encouraged all religions as well. Shivappa Nayaka was a famous Keladi king. He occupied the coastal forts of the Portuguese and got the title Padugada Lodaya. He built strong forts in Mangaluru, Bekal, Chandragiri for the security of the kingdom. He also encouraged the traders of Goa to settle in his state for the development of trade. As you know, the Christians of Goa were experts in agriculture. He encouraged them to migrate to his state for agriculture and provided land and other contributions. He made a strict rule that Christian priest should not be a local person. Now let's learn about the system of Shivappa Nayaka. Kids, the revenue system started by Shivappa Nayaka was called as Sistu. As per this, the fixation of land revenue was based on the fertility of the land. Like how much if they are able to grow the crop properly, according to that they had fixed the tax. About 1/3 of the production was collected as a land revenue. The systematic revenue system was called Sistu of Shivappa Nayaka. The Sistu system led to the development of Malenadu. Kids, Queen Channamma was daughter-in-law of Shivappa Nayaka, who took over the power after his death. She revolted against the Mughal army and gave protection to Chhatrapati Rajaram, the son of Shivaji. Channamma is the symbol of valor, and sacrifice of Karnataka. She even fought a war with Mysore army. The Keladi kings built temples, agrahas, and Veerashavya mutts. The Agroveshwara temple in Ikkeri is famous for its sculptures. The mutts were the centers of boarding, that is, food facilities, and education. There was continuous war between Mysore kids, and but later what happened? There was a war going on, and together there was internal war. Like what happened? They started to fight in themselves. Hence, the Keladi kingdom became weak, and later Hyder Ali occupied the Keladi kingdom. Let us take a look of the chronology order. The period of Keladi rule was from 1499 to 1763 CE. Hiririya Venkatappa Nayaka ruled from 1586 to 1629 CE. Shivappa Nayaka was from 1645 to 1660 CE. Queen Channammaji was from 1671 to 1696. Occupation of Keladi by Hyder Ali was done in 1763 CE. Now let's go ahead and study about the Nayakas of Chitradurga. The Nayakas or the Pelegaras were minor chieftains who paid tributes during the period of Vijayanagar Empire. The small territories under Nayakas were called as Palipattu. The Nayak of Keladi and the Nayak of Chitradurga are well known in Karnataka history. The Nayaks of Chitradurga, known as Pelegaras, ruled from 16th century to 18th century. They ruled as feudatory chieftains in the past of eastern Karnataka. After the decline of the Vijayanagar Empire, they declared their suzerainty and made Chitradurga their capital. A massive fort was built in this capital by its great ruler, Madikeri Nayaka. Later, during the British rule in India, the territories under the Nayakas of Chitradurga were merged into Kingdom of Mysore. Madikeri Nayaka or Madikeri Nayaka V was known as the most powerful and famous ruler of Chitradurga. Madikeri Nayaka was only 12 years old when he ascended the throne. He assisted Hyder Ali in many battles, but Hyder Ali was jealous of his bravery. Hyder Ali attempted to lay siege to the fort of Chitradurga, but he failed to take possession of the hill fort due to the task of getting through the 7 concentric walls built as the defensive structures around it. Later, Hyder Ali's soldiers discovered a secret path to enter the fort. But the watchguard wife, known as Onake Wabhava, heard the muffled sound of enemy soldiers. She bravely killed the soldiers one by one using a large onake or pestle. The secret path through which Hyder Ali's soldiers crept out is called Onake Wabbana Kindi. Hyder Ali again laid siege to the Chitradurga fort in 1779 AD. Later, Madikeri Nayaka was defeated by Hyder Ali, imprisoned and killed. This defeat ended the rule of Nayakas of Chitradurga. Kids, Chitradurga is an attractive hill fort consisting of 7 encircled forts. There are several temples and tanks inside it. The Nayakas of Chitradurga built several temples, and the Brahmasagara and the Bhimasamudra tanks are their contributions. Now let's study about the Nayakas of Surapura. Kids, Surapura in Yadagiri district is situated in between the river Krishna and Bhima. From 1637 to 1858 CE, 12 Nayakas ruled Surapura. Gittipidda Nayaka was the founder of this dynasty. His ancestors were from Vijayanagara army. Okay, and these are the people from that army, because once it started to fall, the people started to get divided. Okay, and this was one of that group. Later, after getting the official permission from Bijapur Adil Shahis, they started to rule from Vaginagiri. Pitambari Bahari Pidanayaka made Surapura his capital after constructing it. And later, in accordance with the agreement between the British and the Hyderabad Nizam, Surapura came under the control of Hyderabad. Raja Nalwadi Venkatappa Nayaka, the son of Raja Krishnappa Nayak, came to power. The news of First War of Independence in India reached Surapura. Nalwadi Venkatappa Nayaka had a plan to fight against the British by unifying the kings of South India. He enlisted Arabs and Rohillas in his army, and he also started to train the army. On hearing this development, the British officer Thornhill wrote a letter to Captain Campbell on 24th December 1857 and directed him to take immediate action against Raja Nalwadi Venkatappa Nayaka. The British regiment entered Surapura in 1858 and a battle ensued. The enraged army of Surapura broke the bones of Surat. Newberry also fell. Meanwhile, Nalwadi Venkatappa Nayaka travelled to Hyderabad to bring a special force of Arab and Rohil. The British force entered Surapura and destroyed it. By the time they come back, it was destroyed. The Prime Minister of Hyderabad, Nizam Salar Jung, handed over Nalwadi Venkatappa Nayaka on the pretext of helping him, with the intention of getting a favor. Okay, he helped him, but in return he wanted something back from them. British kept Nalwadi Venkatappa Nayaka in a prison at Sikandrabad. Later he was subjected to inquiry. Okay, later on there was an inquiry set and he was sentenced as to be hanged till death. But people like the plea made by British officer Meadows Taylor, he requested the governor not to give him death sentence. Instead he was deported. Okay, and he was taken to a fort in Chengalpet near Madras. The British betrayed and shot the resting Venkatappa death. Later, they spread the false news that he committed suicide. He was taking rest, and at the same moment, while he was taking rest, the British shot him. Okay, and they killed him. But later, they spreaded a news that he has committed suicide. Later, the British gifted Surapura to Nizam of Hyderabad. The successor of Surapura provinces spent their time under Nizam. Finally, when the province of Nizam of Hyderabad merged with the Indian Union on September 17, 1948, Surapura also merged with India. Kids, Surapura Nayakas have contributed to the field of culture. They built tanks, temples, wells, forts, and palaces. Many Jahangirs were given. Okay, the land gifts. They had provided Inam land to sustain the worship for the patron god Venkataramanna at Tirupati and Gopalaswamy. They had offered patronage to many artists, sculptors, and musicians. Many literary works of good value were written during their regime. They were known for their religious tolerance. They never opposed any religion. Okay, they had welcomed all the religions. Nada Prabhus of Yelanka. Ranu Bhairagowda is the founder of Yelanka Nadaprabhu dynasty. The most popular ruler of the dynasty is Hiriya Kempegowda. Therefore, the rulers of Yelanka are known as the ruler from Kempegowda dynasty. They were Nada Prabhus during the rule of Vijayanagara Empire. They ruled Bengaluru, Ramanagara, Tumkuru, and undivided Kolar district during their period. Since Yalanka was the first capital, they called Yalanka Nada Prabhus. Later, Bengaluru and Mangli were their capitals. Hiriyara Kempegowda founded Bengaluru city in 1537. He was the founder of Bengaluru city. He built a fort in Bengaluru and started his rule from there. He built Basava temple in Basvanagudi, Someshwara temple of Halasuru and extended the Gavi Gangadeshwara temple. He is credited of building several prominent tanks. Some of them are Dharmabuddhi tank, Halsuru tank, Sampangi tank. Hiriyara Kempegowda was a devotee of Gangadeshwara of Shivagange and he built several chowltries and agrahas. He also earned a title as Prajavasthala. Now let's talk about Kempegowda II. Kids, Kempegowda II was the elder son of Hiriya Kempegowda. During his period, Army General Ranadullah Khan of Vijaypur Adil Shahis occupied Bengaluru in 1638. Hence, Kempegowda II started to rule the Mangdi and Kunigal regions and made Mangdi his capital. Kempegowda too had marked the borders of Bengaluru and had built 4 watchtowers in the marked places. During his reign, Bengaluru grew as a major weaving centre. He built forts at Mangdi, Shravanadurga, Huliyadurga, and Hutridurga, and others. Like his father, he also constructed new villages, temples, and tanks. Kempegowda too handed over the political power of Mangdi to his son Kempegowda III. It was passed on to his son, and the power of Kunigal provinces to his another son Hiriya Kempegowda II. Kempegowda III constructed Kempasagara tank in order to tackle drought. Okay, because they had a problem of proper rain and all was not there, so he had built a tank. Hiriyara Kempegowda too was not only brave but also a multi-language academician. He earned the title Navakavita Gumbapumba Bhavani in recognition of his literary achievements. His queen built his queen built agrahas, tanks and temples in Kunigal and Huliyadurga. Later, the region ruled by the Yelanka chieftains merged with the Mysore provinces. That's all from this chapter. Thank you very much for paying attention. Have a great day ahead.